collaborations. At the textbook definition, it's mostly just X person, or X franchise and X franchise combine to introduce their fans and slash fandom to another fandom, and vice versa. However, when it comes to the Forsaken community, the meaning is very, very different. And it's gotten to a point where I just really wanted to talk about it. So I just need to yap for like 10 to 20 minutes, you know? Just give me that time and I'll make it make sense. So as you've read by the title, Forsaken's community is very ungrateful. Now, what do I mean by this? When it comes to collaborations, name a single time where the majority of the community is like, yeah, this game's fun. Yeah, I like this game. I like this, like, fandom. I like this. Or is it the majority of the time, how to beat this fast, how to grind this fast, how to get this fast, how to beat this in under an hour, how to do this, how to do that? What I'm trying to get at is the entirety, and I mean the entirety, if not, the majority, if not entirety, of Forsaken's fandom when it comes to collaborations is, if the game's not done in 2 seconds, it's not fun. And I don't like that mentality. Because, take the battle bricks, for example. When people found out that you have to beat chapter 4 of the battle bricks, just to even, like, get the skin, people were, like, mad, bro. They were mad. Like, oh, I had to play a game when I could just have the option to not play the game if I don't like it, just for a singular skin in another game. Like, don't get me wrong, as a moderate completionist myself, that extra little box in my inventory is always nice to see. However, if I'm just not enjoying a game, or I don't like a game, then why am I going to spend my time, matter of fact, what am I going to spend my life just to sweat and this and that on the game, when I literally can just spend my time playing the game I actually like? Take Isles, for example. Isles is a I don't exactly remember the game. I don't particularly like the game. It's not for me, and I just don't have fun with it. But if you get certain badges, you get skins. But if I'm not gonna have fun on the game, why am I gonna get that skin? Same thing with something like Flood Escape 2. Game's cool and all, it's just not for me. And if it's not for me, then I'm not gonna go out of my way. Sorry, I just ate. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get crazy blocks or the guide. Going back to the Battle Bricks example, a lot of people were like, you get to see so many different so many different tutorials, and just have auto clicker and just leave it there for like an hour and you'll be fine. Have this and that, have this and that. And then when Bazard released a new like gimmick that prevented XP farming in favor of actually playing the damn game, of course people will be mad, because their also precious grinding is gone. I mean, to be fair, grinding can be fun, so, you know, I'm not gonna judge there. But when it came to the Forsaken YouTubers, I think Photon actually said it once, made it short about it, but rather than just say, oh, alright, it had to be, oh, the Forsaken players are gonna have a harder time playing the game, and it's not gonna be as fast. Like, dude, no hate to the guy, of course, but it's like, then don't play the game! If it's really that much of a burden to you, then just don't play the game. Like, it is so hard for the Forsaken community to just say no, because if that skin, if that particular skin is really, really that important to you, is it really, really worth it if you're not having fun on the game? Because I can't tell you how many times I've seen several collaborations be like, it's too hard, make it easier, make it easier, make it easier. It's like, no! It's not the fact that it has to be easy. It's the fact that it has to be like something you enjoy. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's genuinely horrible, boring, annoying, like not beginner friendly, this and that, if it's like that, that's another story. Because if the game itself is not fun and cool and everything, then I can understand people. You know, be like, oh yeah, in that sense, yeah, because it's just not fun for anyone. But if the game itself is good, and it's not like crappy or anything, or just genuinely annoying, then why is it such a big deal for you that you don't get your precious like narrator Noli? Because when TDS X Forsaken collaboration happened, a lot of people were hating on the fact that you had to be narrator Noli on hard mode. I get that as a beginner, like I will admit, in that sense, as a beginner, having like only scout and sniper, and you having to grind just to get good towers is honestly insane. Especially when you lock it behind hard mode. So when they gave them the kits back, people still complain. It's like, oh, narrator Noli was so hard, this and that. And it's like, dude, if you don't like TDS, just don't play it. Narrator Noli cannot be that good just for you to say you don't like. You just suffer to the game just to get it. I could say another example would be, well, the most recent one, Retro Tower Defense and X Forsaken. Retro Tower Defense is retro tower defense based off classic Roblox. And while it's cool and all, you know, I've been playing the game. I've been having fun on it. I like it. I've seen a ton of people just be like, let's see how fast we can beat this under an hour. Oh, 4 slot, this and that. You can beat it in under an hour. How to beat this in under an hour. How to get grind levels for this and that. How to grind, and like, listen to me. Don't get me wrong. Having tutorials is great. I like that. It's just that the first reaction I saw from them was how to beat it in under an hour. Not, oh, is the game good? Is this cool? Is this nice? Is this great? Like, is the game fun? Is the skins cool and everything? Now, the first thing I saw was just a bunch of how to beat Retro Tower Defense. And I never even, like, looked at Retro Tower Defense on YouTube once, and it just kept popping up in my, like, recommendation. And I'm like, dude, is that really, like, how everyone reacts when a new collaboration happens? Like, 4x4, don't get me wrong, is cool and all. I like them. But if I'm not gonna have fun, or I'm not gonna at least give RTD a try, what's the point? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna exclude myself from this. I've done it. I've done this, like, similar situation before. For example, the Mega Cake X Tower Heroes collab, when I was doing the Mega Cake side of it, I mostly just wanted to get it over with. I was like, yeah, let's just speedrun this so I can get my stuff and we can go. But you know what? I tried it, and I like the game, you know. Mega Cake, maybe not the best for me, but it was something I could, like, maybe hop on if I wanted to. If someone wanted to play it, I can do stuff here and there, you know. It was a very good introduction to the game because with my love for Tower Heroes. Well, we don't talk about Tower Hero. That'll be another story, because that's another story. But for the characters of it and whatnot, I'll leave it at that. For the love of the characters of it. Anyway, when it comes to collaborations, all the Forsaken fans want is their oh so precious skin. They don't want to give the game a chance. They don't want to say, oh, you know what? I want to make a review on this game, or I want to see if this game's good and all. It has to be, how fast can I get this game done? And I just really don't like that, because every single time you do that, it shows that you don't care about anything. And you don't care about the other games or the other things is like project. All you care about is what you can gain from them, not what you can do with them, you know? Now, again, like I said, I'm not gonna shame you. I'm not shaming you if you like do this, because we all do this once in a while. Maybe not. But I mean, all I ask is, at the very least, you give the game a shot. Just don't think about Forsaken. Just play the game and give it a real chance, rather than just leave it as, how fast can I beat this in 1 hour? How fast can I beat this in 1 hour? And leave it at that. Because let me tell you something. If you spend the time to see what you can get out of something, you'll never learn to enjoy what you can have from it by simply just playing around it. But in all seriousness, if the game doesn't interest you, just don't play it. If it's really that much of a burden, just don't do it. And even if you want the skin so bad, or if you want the reward so bad, it shouldn't be worth you suffering or hating on the game just to get it. And I've seen this happen way too many times, where people are just like dislike bombing. Dislike bombing and just saying, the game sucks, this is bad, this is mid, this, that. Just because the game, well, collaborated. I don't know, maybe I just have like screws in my head or something, but those are just my 2 cents on the whole thing. I could just be completely wrong, but I just wanted to I just wanted to talk about this, because it's just genuinely annoying, in my opinion, seeing so many people not really care about the game. And again, I'm not accusing or saying that anyone who has like this sort of mentality is like a bad person. I'm just saying I don't like how the majority of the community's reaction is just, how fast can I get this thing done? And I don't know. What do I want people to get from this? Well, you could say I just want people to stop being like this, but as I said before, I am like this sometimes, and I'm not gonna deny it. So, what I would say is that what I want people to get from this is this one singular skin worth your time? Is the time you spend in this new game fun for you? Is this game good for you? Because it's not for everyone. And if it's not for you, that doesn't mean it's not for everyone. If it's not for you, it shouldn't be worth your time. Not to say that it has to be worth your time for it to be good, but if you can't just sit down and give it a chance, is it really worth it to keep on playing? Is that one particular thing really worth it? Alright, well, that's all I wanted to say. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like repeating myself or something. Maybe I'm just like yapping for no reason. But I just wanted to get this off my chest, because I just really felt like the community is just like very. The community can be a bit like disrespectful sometimes. Although it's the Forsaken fandom at the same time, so why are we surprised? But that's really about it. I got nothing else to say. I really gotta get this stuff done so I can finish on projects like a certain blackmail video and a certain 5K subscriber special video. But I guess that'll be all. So with that said, Captain out.